weather, and we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap. And we're underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Taking a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Falcons at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Algier. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. Keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game. And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hit a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to John Ross. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They begin with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Inside handoff, Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Algier now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yellow, blue. Blue striker. Green jacket. White, white.
2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Black shot. Yellow.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Algier. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Drake London, the intended receiver there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Arnold Ebiketie has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with an INT. And the Falcons are going to take over here out near the 40.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? But sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Algier going straight ahead. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's getting ball after it's all over. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well here in the first half.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in the game, it's already pretty well decided. Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this play, what let's just say it's been unusual. It was pretty evident. We can see a little difference in week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to look deep for more. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for his defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. True able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is Smith with a grab. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. On one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the give, Algier headed left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the deep.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. They've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On the give, it's Algier. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll set up a throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Ward. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead rate, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amari Barno. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustment.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at the 9-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Dumps this one off to Algier. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 6. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
52 blaster.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught by London. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think game, they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. That is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now Mayfield. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Baker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this for Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Atlanta, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Boz, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs.
In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to whittle peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the